Another year, another dollar. I don't know what that means, but it's the winter solstice, so it must be time for our annual roundup of what our TV people are doing for Christmas. And it should be a fairly short one, to be perfectly honest, because only one channel is actually bothering.
Now, on BBC One, the Sunday Politics, with Andrew Neil.
After two relatively plain and flat affairs in a row, BBC One's Christmas ident this year is the best for a while, taking place in some kind of vaguely Tim Burton-esque forest of Christmas, where fully decorated Christmas trees just apparently grow naturally, and usually to some sort of BBC One programme related theme. Specifically, there's three of them that I've been able to find. A Strictly Come Dancing one.
It is exciting. With a sprinkle of fairy dust, we're unveiling Strictly Come Dancing's very own Glitterball Christmas tree now on BBC One, as we find out.
A Great British Bake Off one. And my inevitable favourite, a Doctor Who one. If they must centre their idents around the programmes as well as or more than the season, this is a pretty good way of doing it. In common with last year's theme of confusing and arbitrary musical choices, the soundtrack to this year's BBC One Christmas ident is the not especially festive Bee Gees hit from 45 years ago, To Love Somebody. It occurs to me that I've been doing these shows now for 6 years, which used to be the average lifespan, with a bit of change, of your TV ident package before they refresh the channel's look again. But in those 6 years, only one channel has actually changed its look, ITV. The current looks for BBC One and BBC Two have lasted since late 2006 and early 2007 respectively, and I think they started to go a bit stale a while back. It must surely be time for another refresh. But having said that, any such refresh is unlikely to include anything I particularly want to see, such as the return of trailer stings, or even seasonally updated trailer packages, or simple, iconic and unmistakable idents without any live-action bollocks to make you wonder if you're still watching a trailer, or bringing back the clock before the news. Since everybody's using digital now, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Still, never mind. BBC Two's Christmas look this year, in case you needed to ask, forget it. ITV is also identical to last year, with the addition of one extra ident into the rotation, and this is it. Channel 4, they're not even bothering this year, I'm just showing it again because I like it. They need updating even more than the BBC channels do, to be honest. Come New Year's Day, these will be 10 years old. Once again, the regions had the best stuff this year, presumably because they're closer to their community, so they care more, while the national channels have grown increasingly alienated from their audience by the increasing proliferation of satellite and digital and the like. Anyway, S4C has a bird the colour of red flannel petticoats whisking past the harp-sharped hills towards an oddly grey Christmas tree. Brass Wales for you it is. Over in Northern Ireland, they're sharing BBC One's ident for the first time in a while, but their ITV equivalent, the last franchisee standing that is UTV, have an impressively monolithic and confident little number, featuring a giant perspex letter U looming over the wintry Northern Irish countryside. I say perspex, it's probably computer generated. That's another thing I'd like to see in the next wave of idents. Physical props. Finally, STV, who recently updated their look to something strikingly similar to their previous look. They've basically gone with the futuristic equivalent of some snow on the logo, but that's still more effort than BBC Two went to. Finally, the Radio Times, still self-describing as legendary, even though it's obviously a bad idea. After a certain amount of backlash from releasing two near-identical Raymond Briggs-inspired covers in a row, this year they've hired a different children's author, Judith Kerr, of The Tiger Who Came to Tea and When Hitler Stole Pink Rabbit fame. Also the widow of television giant Nigel Neal. If the illustration is a little bit Spartan and simple, well, consider the fact that she's 91. What's wrong with you? If I can put in a request for next year, though, how about another one of them detailed close-ups of Father Christmas you used to specialise in? Warmer colours, please, for God's sake. It's cold enough as it is. Anyway, have a happy, safe, fun, whatever Christmas, and that's an order.